In today's episode, I got myself at the 2020 Agent Pro Summit. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 simple things that you can do right away to leverage Google to generate leads. And let's get right into the video right now. I really want to just tell you 3 simple things you can implement right away. Okay, not high level stuff, but just simple things that you can execute. Simple. I didn't say free. I said simple. Okay, because if you want to, I'm all about leveraging technology. Okay, you can get WordPress, which is a free platform, and all you need to do is get a host, and that host will give you that plugin or that platform for free. But then you have to still do the work to put it all together. Okay, that is not, to me, simple. I mean, because I've done that method and it's not simple, because once you start building a WordPress platform and a plugin, you install all these plugins, and then if one plugin breaks down, then every website breaks down. And so I got away from that and I use another platform. Why do you need a website? Okay, for those. So what I did is, before I made this presentation, I actually checked out some of the people that are registered, and I went and for those that have email addresses with a specific domain, I checked out some of the domains. And what I realized is that probably 1 out of 10 have websites. But I think a lot of agents are doing it wrong with regard to their website. Okay, and I'll explain that. Okay, but you do need a website. At the end of the day, you need a website. All right, because anything that you do, whether it's offline or whether it's online, network from your network, whether it's from your referral, door knocking, call calling, direct mail, postcard, signs, advertising, radio, TV, social media, paid online, SEO, whatever it is, you have to ultimately direct them somewhere. And so if you don't have a website and you don't have somewhere to direct them, then where are you going to direct them? Are you going to tell them to call your phone? You can't always be on your phone 24/7. And so you have to have a way to have them go to your website, and then have to build some sort of a lead magnet or some sort of a funnel. And that's where you get into, with what Kyle was talking about, email marketing and database. Okay. And the other things that like Karen was talking about, and what Mike, social media, they all play a role in building all this. Okay. But so what I want you to understand is that it's hard to, you can get overloaded, but if you implement them one at a time, okay, it can be done. Okay. And then so once you funnel them through your website, then it's just a matter of follow up. 1, 2, 3. Follow. When you say follow up, 1, 2, 3 means whatever method or whatever method that you use to follow up with them. The second part. So basically, my 3 simple things that I'm telling you that you can implement is get Carrot website, because it works. Okay, not because whether it's it has all the bells and whistles. Not because because it works. It's very simple. It's SEO optimized. Let me go back to that. And the performance, because what Google, I'm not going to get into the geeky terms of all this, but what Google looks at is Google looks at how quickly the website loads. And so there's a lot of things that Google looks at, but at the end of the day, you cannot control Google's algorithm. You can't control Facebook algorithm. You can't control Instagram. What you can control is what you use for your platform and what content you provide. Okay. And so the second thing that I want to talk to you about is content creation. And just like what all of the speakers have mentioned and talked to you about is content, providing content, valuable content. And so why create content? Because at the end of the day, and I think in one of the other sessions, somebody asked, is it important to create blog content? And so this is where it's important, and what I see a lot of agents doing wrong is that they're not, you might be posting a lot of stuff on Facebook or on YouTube, but I think at the end of the day, you create all this content, but you have to get them away from Google, not away from YouTube or Facebook, and somehow direct them ultimately to your website and to get their email address. Okay, that's not to say that people can find you on Instagram. That's great, and you can generate a lot of business. Okay, but ultimately, what's going to be the long-term factor in your business is that you have to generate your content on your website and have that to be your what you call your base, your ultimate base, because what could happen to your Facebook group? I've lost a Facebook page at one time. I've lost all my likes, all of my reviews, all the reviews that I had on my Facebook, because I lost for some reason. I lost. In converting from a business page to my personal page, suddenly I was removed as an administrator, and I didn't have another administrator assigned to that page, and so I lost it. And so so you don't have, that's not your platform. Neither is YouTube. One of these days, so YouTube might come to you and say, hey, you violated one of my policy, and so boom, we're gonna delete your YouTube channel. Has that happened? I've seen people mention about how they have lost their YouTube channel just like that. And so ultimately what you want to do is you want to try drive traffic from all of your social media and into your website, and then start developing your email database. The next simplest thing you can do is, for those that have not done this, is go and get your Google My Business. Okay, type in Google My Business. Okay, and get it. Okay, the only thing is, if you don't have a website, when you go through the process and getting a Google My Business account, it'll ask you, do you have a website? If you don't have a website, just put no, you don't have a website. Why Google My Business? Because who here, let me just type it in there. Who here uses Google Maps on their phone for directions? Type in a 1 if you use Google Maps. A lot of people, myself included. Okay, Google My Business is connected with Google Maps, and it also correlates to Google search. So I'm telling you, Google they are smart. They are really smart. You know why? Because reviews affect Google ranking. Okay, and so if you notice, more and more people are putting Google reviews. So the simplest thing you can do is go to Google My Business, and I want you to understand why this next one is very important. Okay, it's called NAP. Okay, NAP stands for name, address, and phone. Okay, and you must be consistent across all your listings.